He was never the richest kid in town. He didn't invent a product or create a tech empire. And yet, he became one of the wealthiest men in human history. Not by luck, but by mastering a system most people fear, the stock market. This is how Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha, quietly dominated Wall Street. Welcome to Han's channel, and you are most welcome here. Tonight, we dive into the story of a man who turned numbers into power, patience into billions, and the stock market into his personal playground. A story of discipline, strategy, and a few secrets hidden behind one of the calmest smiles and ants. Buffett bought his first stock at age 11, 3 shares of Citi's Service Preferred, costing $38 each. When the price dropped to $27, most would panic. Buffett waited. When it rose back to $40, he sold, and learned his first painful lesson: patience. CE pays. Just weeks later, the stock climbed to $200. That single event shaped his philosophy forever. The stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. By age 30, Buffett was already a millionaire. Not by gambling on trends, but by buying undervalued companies. He called it value investing, a strategy learned from his mentor Benjamin Graham. He once said, "It's better to buy a wonderful company at a fair price than a fair company at a wonderful price." He turned small investments into empires. His holding company, Berkshire Hathaway, became a financial monster, now worth over $900 billion. And here's the twist: Buffett never created a product. He simply understood one thing better than anyone else: human behavior. Buffett reads 500 pages a day. He spends 80% of his time thinking, not acting. And while most investors chase fast profits, Buffett waits for what he calls the fat pitch, the rare perfect opportunity. He avoids the noise, the hype, and the panic. In 2008, while the world was collapsing, he invested $5 billion in Goldman Sachs. When others were afraid, he saw value. That single move earned him over $3 billion in profit. But here's the dark irony: his calmness thrives on chaos. The more others panic, the more powerful he becomes. Buffett's secret isn't a formula, it's psychology. He never acts on emotion. He once said, "Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful." He drinks Coca-Cola daily, still lives in the same modest house he bought in 1958, and avoids luxuries that scream wealth. His empire runs on consistency, not glamour. And while markets rise and fall, Buffett's portfolio compounds quietly, like a snowball rolling downhill, growing larger with time. He turned $10,000 in 1956 into more than $100 billion today. At 94 years old, Warren Buffett has done something no algorithm, no billionaire, no Wall Street genius ever did. He beat the market and time itself. Through patience, logic, and emotional control, he turned investing into an art of endurance. And the greatest irony? He says anyone can do it, but almost no one will, because no one has the patience. Warren Buffett's true power isn't his money, it's his mind. He mastered fear, temptation, and greed, the very forces that destroy most investors. This is Han's channel, where curiosity meets the unknown. Subscribe and send for a friend. See you in the next story, where another secret waits to be revealed.